how you did that. You got fish on and over watching how you did that. You get some skeletons in your closet, why you did that?
Hey bro, hey sis, hey. It's Alicia Noble and I'm back again with yet another Galactic Federation of the Light transmission. Sorry I haven't been posting as much as I would like, but I'm getting there. I'm working through my shyness and my introvertedness, and also I have some very powerfully deep messages that are very uncommon and unpopular. So therefore the dark ones don't want me to get it out there, but the light ones have been guiding me to get it out there. So here I am. Please be patient with me. I have more content to come. Lots more. Lots more. It's not going to just be Galactic Federation of the Light transmissions. It's going to extend far beyond that. I have some celebrity readings that are coming up. So stick with me, all right? So let's get into it if you're going to get into it. So this is the tale of Planet Axis and Planet Ion. This Galactic Federation of the Light transmission was downloaded to me maybe about 2 or 3 years ago. I'm not sure exactly when. Probably have it written down somewhere, but I was getting a very vivid dream about these two planets, and it was just so vivid. So I would like to share with you guys because I know it's very important. It's very telling and revealing to me, and I'm sure it'll be to you, especially if you're an open-minded free thinker such as myself. If you're tapped into your intuition and discernment, you're gonna pick up what I'm putting down once I get through. And I don't want this to be too long. And I just saw on the clock it was 1 minute and 44 seconds as I'm recording this. So the chosen ones, y'all definitely gonna get this download, all right? So anyway, this is the tale of Planet Axis and Planet Ion. Like I've been saying, I originally got this download about 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, and I was getting quite a few downloads after my near DEATH experience, NDE experience for short. After I had that experience, which I talk about, where my karmic ex's sister and her girlfriend decided to put this dark ritual on me and cause my car accident. It was crazy, but they helped to awaken me. Like my gifts were already kind of increasing because ever since 2011 I have been doing a lot of inner healing work. I've been tapped in with the ancestors and other divine beings of the light, and really trying to do my clearing work so that I could start to fulfill my soul mission. And after my grandmother passed away in 2011, I was very active in that mission. And then 2016, the very end of 2016, December 22nd 2016, I was in that near fatal car accident, and it completely changed me. And shortly after that car accident, long story short, I just started having like really dark vivid dreams about me being like pulled off into the darkness, like literally, like they were literally dragging me. It was like the witch riding, like some people say, which some people say sleep paralysis, and spiritually speaking it's a demonic entity attachment that attaches itself to you while you're in your sleeping state, because that's when you're the most vulnerable, because your soul is leaving your body. Every night, whether you know it or not, whether you remember your dreams or not, your soul leaves your body. That's why sometimes people feel jolted awake, or they feel like, again, the witch is riding them. But I felt like the witch was riding me times 100. It was so crazy. It was like, the best way I could describe it is if you ever seen the movie Ghost with Whoopi Goldberg and Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore. Patrick Swayze's character, as we know, he becomes a ghost because he was unalived by a greedy friend, and the greedy friend decided to pay this Spanish guy Willie from the Bronx to do it. And Willie, towards, spoiler, Willie ends up meeting his demise towards the middle end of the movie. I mean, the beginning of the end, I'll say. The end of the middle, beginning, whatever the fuck. Okay. The scene is basically like Patrick Swayze's character starts to reclaim back his energy, starts getting more powerful because his fiance is in imminent danger. She's about to join him in a ghost okay? So he had to, really get his power up and really step in. So he starts terrorizing Willie or whatever, because Willie's about to go off to his fiance's house, so he had to try to stop him. Anyway, really ends up meeting his fate in between that time, and he ends up getting hit by a car. And once he gets hit by a car, because he was snatched out of his physical vessel so suddenly, he doesn't realize that he's unalive. So next thing you know, there's first it's a shadow because nighttime, and these shadows start to turn into these figures, and they start making these noises, and they start coming after him, and then he realizes he's unalive. He's sitting there on top of the hood of someone's car, unalive. And next you know, these spirits, these dark spirits, come to grab him and take him to the underworld. And that's exactly what was happening with me. Like, that shit was so crazy. I was like, I'm a good person, what the hell am I getting dragged to the underworld like that for? It feels like dark evil shit, not no underworld shit like Anubis. Like, not that. It was crazy. Long story short, y'all, not trying to keep this too long, but it's hopefully it's only 10-15 minutes, so I could get it in and get it out. Anyway, so I was terrified. I kept having those dreams right after my car accident for like several weeks, and then I saw Papa Legba. Did not know anything about Papa Legba, who's also Papa Candelo. Did not know anything about this man in this current time and space. Maybe, you know, I after I started to awaken more, I started to realize maybe I do know him from past life. Not too familiar with the past life, but anyway, let's keep it pushing. He kept Papa Candelo, aka Papa Legba, kept telling me, you're at the crossroads, because as these spirits were dragging me, I saw like this graveyard. Little did I know that these stupid bitches, my karmic ex's sister and her girlfriend, was doing a graveyard dirt ritual on me. So that's why I was seeing the graveyard, because them bitches was trying to put me there. I saw them bitches over there, and I saw Papa Candelo. He said, you're not supposed to be here. You're meant to stay on planet Earth and give divine messages to the collective that they need to hear. Your soul mission is not complete. They're trying to take you to a place where you're not supposed to be. You're not supposed to be in the land of the dead. You're supposed to be in the land of the living. So from there, after that, I stopped having those dreams. And then right after that, I saw the goddess Isis, aka Commander Ishtar. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look at my very first video of the Galactic Federation transmission about the Arcturians. I break it down. She's also known as the goddess Aset. She prefers Aset or Commander Ishtar. Now, Commander Ashtar, that's some white man. I don't know who that man is, okay? Commander Ishtar is part of the Galactic Federation of the Light, and she also governs over the planet Sirius, which is the brightest star in the sky. All right? Anyway, I was visited by Papa Candelo. The goddess all set, but right before my near-death experience, I was visited by this old Native American chief. He has so many wrinkles on his face. He looks super old. And right before that experience, I kept having these vivid dreams about being in a teepee with him. I was inside the teepee, and I was laying on this flat bed, and it was like animal skin over it. I don't know what kind of animal, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm a city girl. I don't know. And then it was like fluffy animal skin on the as like carpet. And it was very comfortable and warm in there and stuff like that. And he said, I have to put this on you. And it was like, he had this bowl, and it had like emerald green, and it was like oil, and it was like emerald green and light green herbs. And he was just putting them in like this cross formation over my head. And then he kept putting it over my legs, specifically over my knees. Mind you, I didn't know that I was going to get hit by a car. I didn't know that I was going to have this near-death experience. I didn't know that, you know, I was going to end up breaking my knee and having all this nerve damage and other issues going on. So when he was doing it, I was like, oh my God, am I about to die? And around that same time, I was having visions of me being in a casket. All that. It was just very terrifying, very spooky. I didn't know what was going on, but I did feel comfort by this Native American chief. And then after my accident, and after, you know, I had those weird ass dreams, and these, you know, divine ones came to me. He also came to me. He came to me in different ways. One dream, he was his face was on Mount Rushmore. And it was other Native American chiefs. It wasn't those white people. It was indigenous people, as it should have been, right? And he was telling me that the Rainbow Nation is going to return. And this rainbow nation is going to, we're going to be considered one. We're going to be considered one nation. It's not going to be black, white, and all this hierarchy and this elite trying to be elite and all that BS that comes with that crap. It's going to be, it's just going to be one, from one come many, numerous plurum. Like it says on a dollar bill, but it's actually going to have meaning behind it. It's not going to just be a saying. It's not going to be, oh, from one come many, but it's just going to be one that reigns supreme. No. So I had a dream about that. Then I had another dream about him. Then his third dream, oh, it was a dream about the Matrix. And I'll get into that later about the different binary codes and the different programs that are out there. I'll get into that later. But then he showed me this planet. It was planet Axis. Hey guys, sorry the video got cut off, but I just want to say, yeah, so the third dream was about planet Axis and planet Ion. And it was so strange to me. Oh my God, it was crazy. So this Native American chief, who later on, every time I saw dreams of him and I got several visions from him, I was like, please tell me who you are. Who are you? He said, I am your father. It was kind of like Luke Skywalker, like, I am your father. It was just 11:11 on the clock, well, on the time record. And so yeah, he must be my father, either from a past life or he may be the master creator. I don't know, but he was telling me about these two different, how it started off in the beginning, and it was just like he was telling me a story, just how the elders tell you stories, how you sit around during the campfire back during the day, or you're sitting behind, at a fireplace, or you're sitting in the living room and the elders are telling you stories. It was just like that. So he was saying, I'm going to tell you a tale about planet Axis and planet Ion. Many moons ago, way before the white oppressors reigned supreme, thousands of years before, billions of years before Jesus came about and we got locked into that Jesus programming, we were two separate planets. And one planet was the not so good planet. Another planet was the benevolent planet. One planet was benevolent, the other planet was malevolent. And the planet that was malevolent was planet Ion. The planet that was benevolent was planet Axis. Planet Axis is, well, let me just go by describing it. So planet Axis was all black, like a black obsidian. So imagine the Earth, but all black. Perfectly round, and it was like a shiny, it looked like a shiny, polished version of black obsidian. And then it was many golden stars. Beautiful. And then it had like this, the best way I could describe it is almost like a wing. It was like a golden wing over it. But it didn't look quite like a wing. I'll have to draw it and like show y'all later, add it to the video or something. Anyway, so it had like these little spikes, the golden spikes. It looked like something similar to a wing, but it was like spiky instead of winged. I don't know how to explain it perfectly, but it had like this winged rim around the planet, but it didn't go all the way around the planet. It just went a little bit around it. And the parts that it went around was directly adjacent to planet Ion, the dark planet. So it seemed like this golden wing or this golden spiky piece that was hovering over planet Axis, the benevolent planet, it seemed as if it were a protection, a golden rim of protection against planet Ion. And planet Ion was all black. It didn't have any golden rim as a protectant. It was just like a black planet with very few stars, very little. Kind of like how the planet is now, where it's overrun by darkness and it's very little light. Yeah, real similar. So anyway, the elder, the Indian chief that I was telling y'all about, he was saying that planet Ion was very jealous of planet Axis, and they wanted to destroy it by any means, and they kept trying to ram itself into it, but because of that golden rim I was telling you about, they couldn't penetrate. But somehow, some way, they was able to collide, and it just It was like a huge collision, like the Big Bang. It was something similar to that. And I think that's what the Big Bang really was all about. Two planets colliding, and then they end up becoming one in a way they weren't supposed to become one. They were supposed to be separated. It's supposed to be a benevolent planet where they had a balance of light and shadow, because we always going to have light and dark. But the way the planet is set up now is so much evilness that it's unjustified, and it's just too much. It's overwhelming. It's disgusting. It's overzealous. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a balance. And so we're getting to a place where those two planets are about to separate themselves once again. The weak is going to be separated from the shaft. The divine ones are going to be separated from these evil, low, dark ones. And there's nothing that the dark can do about it. There's nothing they're going to be able to do. So anyway, axis, I looked up the definition of axis, and according to the Oxford Dictionary, it says axis is an imaginary line about which a body rotates. For example, the earth revolves on its axis every 24 hours. Similar meanings of axis is centerline, vertical, horizontal. Now, this is very symbolic here. Planet axis, they said it rotates. It helps things rotate. That's what planet axis used to do. It used to help the light and the dark rotate in such a way that there is divine balance, that there is order, and that there is karmic justice. There is not all these violations against time and space. But once planet axis and planet ion collided, there became less emphasis on planet axis and more emphasis on planet ion. Notice with planet ion, I'm going to give you the definition of planet of ion, period. It's an atom or molecule with a net electric charge due to the loss or gain of one or more electrons. See, when it collided into planet axis, it got stronger. We lost our divine balance in order that Ma'at energy, once the planet ion collided into us. See? They gained and we lost. All right? The meaning of ion is an atom or group of atoms that carries a positive or negative electric charge as a result of having lost or gained one, according to the Merriam-Webster definition. Okay, so let's take this ion thing a little bit further. Let's push it a little bit further, all right? So this elder, they were telling me, not at the same time, like when I first had the dream, it didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. So what happens is with spirit, they'll keep bringing back that dream at different points and then downloading a little bit more. Because sometimes if spirit downloads too much too quickly to you, you could go into mental illness, like into a state of psychosis. That's why, when it comes to learning about esoteric, spiritual information, doing your research, you definitely have to take moments of pause, moments of rest, meditate, regroup, recollect, because if not, you'll be so overwhelmed that you won't even be able to think straight. And I definitely have had those moments before, so trust me, I know. Anywho, so the chief was telling me, the Indian chief, who says he's my father, like Luke Skywalker, say, Luke, I am your father, okay? He was, and I don't know too much about Star Wars, but I do remember that scene, and I'm more of a Trekkie. Drop down in the comments if you're more of a Trekkie than a Star Wars, whatever y'all call y'all, fans. Anywho, I'll be silly, but let me get serious. Anyway, so this chief was saying that, do you notice how many things end with I-O-N? I said, yeah, that's true. Like ascension, descension, liberation, destruction, creation. What else do I have? I have so many different names. I had it written down somewhere. Where is it? Where my little notes at? It's so many things that end with I-O-N. It reminds me of what they said about the word amen. They say that in Christianity, the word amen comes from the god Amun-Ra, the sun god. Anytime he wanted his people to give him reverence, he wanted them to say Amun. So that's how we got amen. Now some people tell you that's not how we got amen. But according to the spirit and what they told me, that's how y'all got it. Because a lot of the Bible is based off of a lot of ancient texts. The Book of Thoth, the Emerald Tablets, and anything else you probably gonna see in the ancient Egyptian pantheon. Let's be real. Okay. Anywho. So it was just amazing how many things end in ION. My goodness, I could go on and on. Some words we use every single day that end in ION. Caution, obliteration, nation, religion. It's insane. How many things end with axis? Hardly anything. It's absolutely ridiculous. But we're coming into a time where, again, like I've been saying, we're in the age of Aquarius. So with that, there's a lot of people that's on the wrong side of karma that's about to get their just due karma. Because Aquarius went direct in Saturn, which is a planet of karma. So there's going to be a lot of upheavals, a lot of sudden changes for some people who's on the wrong side of karma. Then people that's from planet Ion, y'all about to get y'all issue. Y'all about to go right back to y'all planet, and we about to be separated once again, because this is absolutely ridiculous. The planet is supposed to be, the way the planet was divinely orchestrated, and I forgot to mention that, the planned net, there's a net over the planet. There's not the net that was over planet axis that was protecting them, that gold rim. No. This is a dark, oppressive net that doesn't want us to ascend beyond this low dimensional frequency. And that's part of the reason why it took me so long to get this message out. They've been trying to bind me and keep me from getting this stuff out. And I'm not going to be bound anymore. I'm going to be boundless. And I'm going to get out every single message that the divine master creators want me to get out. Because I'm a clear conduit for divine spiritual energy. And they're not going to stop me anymore. This summer, I'm going to be putting out a whole bunch of content that's very uncommon, unpopular. I hope that the message that I'm giving out will attract my soul tribe. I hope that you guys hear me in the way that it's supposed to be heard. I hope you hear me in a clear, concise way. I hope that it triggers downloads within you guys that's necessary for you to ascend beyond this low dimensional frequency, in addition to doing your own personal healing work. It is my greatest hope that this reaches you all, and you guys really take the messages as they're meant to be received. And what else can I say about Planet Axis and Planet Ion? We're definitely gonna get back to that. Like, Planet Axis does not want to separate from Planet Ion. Well, Planet Ion doesn't want to separate from Planet Axis. Let's be real. And it's gonna be a lot of upheaval. It's gonna be more shakeups, more natural disasters. See, the divine ones have their own cleansing, and the oppressors have their own cleansing in the form of new W order. Okay, and WO. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Some of you guys don't. Look it up. All right. And there's going to be a great cleansing, because it's overrun by too many karmic energies. There's plenty of divine ones that have descended below frequency, and now they're in the karmic energy. There's been a dissension. There's been a great dissension, and there's been a great ascension of sorts. A lot of us are awakening, and some of us have awakened, but we went back to sleep. Some of us awakened back up. Some of us going to stay asleep. We can't help those. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. In my J. Cole voice, okay? Don't say these hoes. These karmic cum dumpsters, let them keep on being karmic cum dumpsters. Let them keep being community dick and community puss. Keep letting them be Jezebel, Lilith, incubus, succubus spirits. Let them do that. Let them play their role. And as divine ones, we got to play our role. We got to stand up. Maybe not all of us going to get out here and tell our messages on YouTube, but we got other platforms and other avenues where we're meant to get our messages out. Okay? It's very important that we do this. And as much as I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself. I cannot no longer say, oh, I'm too shy. I keep like, oh my God. someone passed away and I can't get it out because I'm too sad, or I'm too depressed, or I ain't got no money, I'm broke, so I feel like shit because I ain't got no money. Nope, nope, none of those things, none of those earthly matters matter anymore. The main concern needs to be us getting out the spiritual messages that we need to get out, us reestablishing a sense of community, us looking out for one another as a divine collective, instead of thinking every man for himself and God bless us all. No, no, no. The gods, not just God, because they put it singular to keep that the white supremacy going. Let's be real. Come on, man. Let's call a thing a thing. They put the Bible singular so that the people that's currently running everything, unmelanated people, non-melanated people, who some of them are from different star systems like Draconian. Okay? Some of them is overrunning the planet. That should never be. There's more of us than them. But somehow they got all the power. Where they do that at? It's a problem. So let's snap back into shape, shake it off. We're coming out of hibernation. Let's get it, let's go. Let's stand up, let's arise, let's ascend. If you guys are resonating with what I'm saying, please drop down in the comments so I know I'm not talking to myself. So I'm not talking to air or talking to a wall or just talking to this into this iPad that I'm recording on. Like, let me know. Share my video and let's build together. All right? That's all I got for Planet Axis and Planet Ion. I can't think of anything more right now. I'm probably gonna have to do a part 2 if I'm, if I'm so inclined to do so. Hope I made the ancestors proud with this, because they've been trying to get me to get this out, because it's a big one. This is a big one they don't want us to know. This is the origins of the Big Bang Theory. Planet Axis and Planet Ion, they collided by way of the wicked intentions of Planet Ion. They want, just like Amun wanted reverence, and every time his people asked him for something, and that's how we got the amen, allegedly. Yeah, that's how Ion is. Look how many things have I-O-N in it. If it's more things I didn't mention, drop it down in the comments, please. Anyway, this concludes the tale of Planet Axis and Planet Ion. Thank you for listening. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and comments. I got some bracelets for sale. Check out my reels. I got a sale going on. My metaphysical shop is now open. I'm going to be coming out with more bracelets, more designs. Check out, I'm giving out readings. I'm going to have a sale on that as well. Check me out. I'm very thorough with my readings. I give it to you all tea, no shade, honey. Give you all the details. So hit me up for that reading. All right. Thank you for listening. Much gratitude, much love and light to those that receive it. Thank you. Bye.